Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we will look at conditional formatting in presenting our data for analysis. We're going to use this data sets as our example that we are going to be working with. And what is conditional formatting? Conditional formatting is about formatting cells based on specific conditions. These conditions are clearly spelled out under the conditional formatting tab. If you come here under the home button at the styles group, you will see conditional formatting, and then there are so many of them, so many conditions that you can apply to format your data set or your table. You can use the greater than or the less than or between, equal to, text that contains, date occurring, duplicate values, and so on and so forth. You can also come to the top and top bottom rules to apply top 10 items, for instance, top 10%, bottom 10 items, bottom 10%, above average, below average, and so on and so forth. You can create data bars based on the data sets that you have. You can create color scales. You can create icon sets. Whichever formatting, conditional formatting that will make your presentation more visually appealing, that will make it easier to interpret, easier to read, then you apply. Let us take some examples. Here I have this data sets in highlights, conditional formatting, starting with greater than. If you hit greater than, for instance, and I want to see more clearly those data sets that are greater than 65. Let me write 65 here, and I want them highlighted in yellow fill with dark color text. Okay. And then I click out. As you can see, all this data that have the speed greater than 65 have been highlighted, and those less than 65 have remained plain white. All right, and then let's go back. Let's look at another conditional formatting rule. We have seen greater than. We can easily apply that to less than. So let's take this, that you should format cells between 50 and 70 and apply a green fill with dark green text, a green fill color with dark green text, and then we click OK, and this is what we have. You know, it has been beautifully applied by Excel. Then we go back. Let's look at other formatting styles. Let's look at the top bottom 10%. The data set we have here is not up to 10. Let's look at another area. Let's see, above average. Okay, and then click OK. Now automatically Excel has identified the average value in this data set and has colored the speed that are above average. You know, the least was 45, the highest was 40. It has calculated the average and then give us and highlighted the speed that are above average. Let's look at maybe one more. Let's look at data bar, and let's pick this blue data bar. As you can see, even let's expand this to make it fantastic. As you can see, Excel, using the conditional formatting, has introduced a data bar that represents the strength or the speed on this column. For Charizard Fire is 100, you can see that the field is, the column is 100% full. And then look at 80%, the list is 45. And then, oh, the list is 43, and you can see the length of the bar, which has been automatically created by, using the power of conditional formatting. This is just beautiful. Let's go back and then take one more icon set, okay? Or we can decide to set new rules. All right? We can decide to set new rules. Let's look at what these icons are about. Okay, if the icons, we have different groups. We have directional icons, we have shapes, we have indicators, and we have ratings. Okay, let's try ratings and see how it's going to format the system. Oh, fantastic. Now, the one with 100% speed has a full rating. You can see that the star is totally colored. 65 is partial. 80 is more colored, than 60. 43 has no color at all. 58 has no color at all. These are different conditional formatting that we can apply to our data set to make our analysis more visually appealing, more understandable, and more readable. I'll see you in the next lesson.